Imagine this. You're in a heated argument, words flying like daggers, and suddenly your opponent blurts out something so utterly clueless, it stops you dead. Or picture scrolling through social media, watching people chase trends that scream self-sabotage, blind to the obvious pitfalls. What if I told you these aren't just dumb moments? They're glaring red flags of low IQ lurking in plain sight, dragging millions into cycles of failure, regret, and manipulation. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the shadowy corners of the human mind to uncover the signs of low intelligence that could be sabotaging your life or someone else's right now. You won't believe how many you're guilty of. Let's pull back the curtain on a truth society whispers but never shouts. Intelligence isn't just about acing tests or quoting Einstein. It's the invisible force shaping every decision, relationship, and opportunity in your life. But here's the dark twist. Low IQ isn't some rare curse, it's a silent epidemic, hiding behind confident smiles and bold claims. Think about it. That friend who keeps falling for the same toxic partner, cycle after cycle. Or the coworker who nods along in meetings but never grasps the big picture, dooming projects to flop. These aren't accidents. They're symptoms of a brain wired for shortcuts, vulnerable to psychological traps that smarter minds sidestep effortlessly. We live in a world designed to exploit the intellectually weak. Advertisers prey on impulsive urges. Politicians spin webs of misinformation that only the sharp can unravel. And social media algorithms feed echo chambers where critical thinking goes to die. The real struggle: most people with low IQ don't even know it. They blame luck, fate, or the system, never realizing their own cognitive blind spots are the true culprits. It's a vicious loop. Poor pattern recognition leads to repeated mistakes, fueling frustration and isolation. And the mystery deepens. Why do some break free while others spiral? Could it be evolutionary wiring, childhood conditioning, or something more sinister, like societal structures that keep the masses dim? As we peel back these layers, prepare to question everything. Have you ever wondered why certain people seem allergic to growth, trapped in mental quicksand? Or how low IQ manifests not in silence, but in loud, defiant ignorance? By the end of this, you'll spot these signs from a mile away, and maybe even in the mirror. But first, let's build the suspense. What if recognizing these traits could unlock hidden potential, turning weaknesses into weapons? Hang on, the revelations are just beginning. Now, let's crank up the intensity and dissect these signs one by one, revealing the psychological undercurrents that make them so dangerously pervasive. We'll start subtle and build to the mindbenders, each one a secret pattern that hooks the brain into self-destruction. First off, an obsession with black and white thinking. Low IQ minds crave simplicity in a chaotic world, reducing complex issues to good versus evil binaries. Picture this: someone who labels every disagreement as an attack, unable to grasp nuances like context or compromise. Psychologically, this stems from limited cognitive flexibility. The brain's executive functions are underdeveloped, making it hard to juggle multiple perspectives. It's a trap that fuels polarization. Think online flame wars where facts get trampled by emotions. Ever notice how these folks double down on wrong ideas? That's dopamine at play, rewarding certainty over truth, creating an addictive cycle of denial. Next, a glaring inability to learn from mistakes. High IQ individuals treat errors as data points, tweaking their mental models for future wins. But low IQ, it's like Groundhog Day on repeat. They blame external factors. It was bad luck, ignoring patterns that scream for change. This ties into poor working memory, a brain secret, where short-term info processing falters, blocking the formation of long-term lessons. In real life, it's the gambler chasing losses or the dieter yo-yoing endlessly. The dark psychology here? Society exploits this with addictive apps and scams, preying on the hope that next time will be different. Curiosity killer. Why do they resist feedback? Ego protection. Admitting fault feels like existential threat. Building on that, sign 3. Over-reliance on emotions over logic. Emotions are powerful, but low IQ amplifies them into decision dictators. They impulse buy that shiny gadget, regret it later, or lash out in rage without foreseeing fallout. Neurologically, this is amygdala hijacking, the fear center overriding the prefrontal cortex, the brain's rational HQ. It's an evolutionary relic from survival days, but in modern life it triggers financial ruin or broken bonds. Hidden trick: marketers use emotional triggers like FOMO, fear of missing out, to bypass logic, turning low IQ into profit machines. Sign 4 ramps up the mystery. Poor curiosity and adaptability. Smart brains thrive on what-ifs, exploring rabbit holes for growth. Low IQ? Content with the status quo, resisting new tech or ideas like they're poison. This psychological stagnation links to fixed mindsets, believing abilities are static, not malleable. In a fast-evolving world, it's a death sentence. Jobs automate, trends shift, and they're left behind, fostering resentment. Ever seen someone dismiss science as conspiracy? That's intellectual laziness, masking fear of the unknown. And the fifth bombshell: ineffective communication and social misreads. Low IQ often shows in rambling stories without punchlines or missing sarcasm entirely. It's not just awkward, it's an empathy deficit, failing to model others' minds. Theory of mind, a brain secret. This leads to manipulation, vulnerability. Con artists spot it instantly, weaving lies that stick. Patterns emerge in toxic dynamics where they enable abusers, blind to red flags. The curiosity hook: how many relationships crumble because one side can't read between the lines? These signs aren't isolated. They interlock like a psychological web, trapping people in mediocrity. But wait, the darkest revelation is yet to come. Hold your breath. Here's the ultimate mind blower, the shadowy core that ties it all together. Low IQ isn't just a personal flaw, it's a weaponized tool in the arsenal of dark psychology, deliberately cultivated by power structures to maintain control. Think about it. The education systems that prioritize rote memorization over critical thinking. They're breeding grounds for black and white minds, ensuring masses stay predictable and pliable. Media empires flood us with sensationalism, exploiting emotional overrides to sell fear and division, while algorithms curate bubbles that stifle curiosity. But the twist that will haunt you: low IQ correlates with heightened suggestibility, making individuals prime targets for mass manipulation. Historical horrors like cults or propaganda machines thrive on this. Leaders prey on pattern-blind followers who can't connect dots, leading to atrocities echoed in modern echo chambers. Neurologically, it's insidious. Chronic stress from repeated failures shrinks the hippocampus, impairing memory and learning further, creating a downward spiral. And the darkest secret? Intelligence is heritable but malleable, yet societal inequalities deny access to enriching environments, perpetuating a cycle where the dumb stay down, fueling elitist agendas. Imagine realizing your own low IQ traits were engineered, not innate. Shocking, right? This revelation exposes how hidden forces use our brain's vulnerabilities against us, turning human behavior into a puppet show. It's not fate, it's a rigged game. All right, let's land this plane with empowerment, because knowledge is your escape hatch from the low IQ abyss. First takeaway: audit your patterns. Journal mistakes weekly, asking what blind spot caused this. This hacks your brain's plasticity, rebuilding neural pathways for better decisions. Self-growth hack: embrace discomfort. Dive into opposing views daily to flex cognitive muscles, shattering black and white traps. Practical tip 2: cultivate curiosity like a muscle. Set wonder challenges. Question one assumption per day, like, why do I believe this? Apps like Duolingo or Khan Academy gamify learning, boosting adaptability without overwhelm. For emotional overrides, try the 10-second rule. Pause before reacting, letting logic catch up. This rewires amygdala responses, turning impulses into insights. Insight 3: sharpen social reads through active listening, mirror body language, paraphrase others to confirm understanding. It builds theory of mind, shielding against manipulators. And remember, IQ isn't fixed. Neuroplasticity means habits like reading diverse books or puzzles can elevate it over time. The power move: surround yourself with high IQ influences, podcasts, mentors who model growth, breaking free from societal chains. You've got the tools now to spot and transcend these signs, transforming vulnerabilities into strengths.